Welcome to the Biz Doctor Podcast, my love letter to business owners the world over. I'm your host, Lauren Goldstein, award-winning business consultant and advisor fondly nicknamed the Biz Doctor by my clients. I help business owners who are burning the candle at both ends diagnose what is actually keeping them buried in the day-to-day busy work, and then formulate a treatment plan to adjust their business and team to fit them, so they can take a breath and a vacation and have more fun making a bigger impact than ever. So grab your favorite beverage and your earbuds and let's dive into our latest episode. Something I've seen a lot in my 13 years as a biz doctor is this: the struggle of business owners to let go of people who started the business with them, but who are no longer a fit now. You know what I'm talking about. The people who were there from the start, who you love dearly, even though it's clear that the business has outgrown their expertise. These are generally the people you feel tremendous guilt around, and if you're honest, they're the ones that you are allowing to coast even after you've brought on new A players. If you've ever struggled to let someone go that you know in your gut you should, but you just can't seem to pull the trigger, then this week's episode is for you. Welcome back to the Biz Doctor Podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Goldstein, and today I'm so looking forward to talking with you about how to build the best team for you. A dream team you love working with that pays dividends rather than ones that leak your time, your energy, or your profitability. Yuck. So pick up a beverage and pen because I'm about to give you the tactics you need to grab your team by the horns and build a dream team. Shall we dive in? Honor your journey, but don't get stuck in the emotion. I know this is easier said than done, so bear with me. Your business is your pride and joy, and with that comes a certain level of love and care. And yet the hard truth is that if you treat your business like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. And with that business focus, you'll make a whole heck of a bigger impact. It is very important to honor those whose blood, sweat, and tears are mixed with yours from the start. But like any good CEO worth their salt, recognizing when it's time to level up the team is one of the first keys to success. I had a mentor put it very well many years ago. He said that when we keep people around who are no longer fit for the business, we do a disservice to them, as well as to the rest of the team. I've never forgotten this, and here's why. When we tolerate people who are not high performers, it alienates the high performers who are on the team. More than that, when a business gets to a certain point, you need to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you and subject matter experts who can really create momentum and collapse timelines. People whose strengths are your weaknesses. We can still care and value those that came before. But if you want to build a business that spans the test of time, you have to be willing to look objectively at who you want in the arena with you. Which brings me to point number 2. Many business owners put this off to their detriment, and that is being proactive about getting crystal clear on where you are going and who needs to be on the team bus with you to get there. There's a great book by my friend Cameron Harold called Vivid Vision. If you haven't read it, make it your next purchase because he has a phenomenal way of laying out exactly how to distill and disseminate your vision for your business and in turn your life. Now, in addition to your vision, it is vitally important that you have a way, again, to objectively ascertain if members of your team are up to the mark or not. Now, lucky for you, I have a simple and effective tool to do just that, our Golden Key Scorecard. This is something that I've seen drastically change businesses and teams for the better, and frankly, something that I built after 13 years of doing this and seeing the gaps in team management, hiring, and leadership. So you're going to love this. Imagine waking up every morning with a team that knows exactly what is expected of them and how to achieve success, without you having to micromanage them. Imagine how much time and dollars you will save by hiring the right team member from the start. Not to mention getting the most out of every current team member you have. That is what's possible with our tried and tested tool, the Golden Key Scorecard. The scorecard is a simple, impactful, and fillable tool for managing your team, ditching inefficiency, and I guarantee will help you stop playing whack-a-mole chasing team docs all over the place. It's as easy as filling out a form. The scorecard provides the time-tested framework and process to get you and your team out of the weeds and into a well-oiled machine that can scale without you. If you want to get out from under your business, shifting from business operator to business owner and take your business to the next level while reclaiming your time, then our Golden Key Scorecard is just the ticket. It's time for you to run your business instead of the other way around. Become an expert in this critical piece of the foundation to create your high-performing dream team. You can download the scorecard for free at goldenkeypartnership.com/go. Okay, now that you know a little bit about my favorite tool to help you build a dream team, let's talk about another reframe to help you decide who should stay and who should go. Have you heard about the Netflix dream team? Or rather, how Netflix thinks about their team? They view their employees as part of a dream team, not a family, which I realize might have just triggered you since so many business owners think of their teams as family. But stick with me. A family is about unconditional love. A dream team is about who do we want to play with to give us the best shot at the Super Bowl. This means pushing yourself to be the best possible teammate, caring intensely about your team, and knowing that you may not be on the team forever, and also pushing the others on the team to be their best too. But it actually goes a little deeper than that for Netflix, which I kind of love. They recently sent out a memo about this, and this is what it said. To ensure we have the right player at every position, we ask managers to apply what we call the keeper test. Asking yourself, if X wanted to leave, would I fight to keep them? Or, knowing everything I know today, would I hire X again? If the answer is no, we believe it's fair to everyone to part ways quickly. Our dream team is driven by performance, not seniority, tenure, or unconditional loyalty, the memo bluntly noted. Now, while this may sound harsh to employees or even to you listening, it's really placing a higher standard on leaders and ensuring they do a regular inventory of their teams because people are a company's greatest asset. And I personally love those two questions because having a business for 13 years, I've inevitably had to go through this myself. And there are definitely times if I had asked myself that second question of knowing what I know now, would I hire X? That the answer would be no. So again, the question is, if X wanted to leave, would I fight to keep them? So interesting. And knowing everything I know today, would I hire X again? In addition, the reason I really dig this brass tacks way of thinking is because we have all been there. You know, the place I mean, dragging your feet about letting someone go and then feeling relieved when they make that first move and resign or quit. Can we just make a pact with each other in this moment that we will not be that leader anymore? That we will rip that Band-Aid off and set that person free no matter how much it makes us want to vomit or run away? Now, while their philosophy might seem like a cold splash of water on your face, I really love it, and here's why. As a business owner, you don't have a multi-billion-dollar corporate margin to have mediocre team members who just, quote unquote, dial it in. To have a successful, profitable, and sustainable business, you have to have a lean and effective team of A players. People who play to win. If you don't know what that means, go back and listen to my episode with Tori Wolford, where we talk about the 4 kinds of people. People who play to win, those who play not to lose, those who are just playing, and then the folks who aren't playing at all. It was an amazing episode that will break your brain. Also go back and listen to players versus worker bees, another key component of building a high-performing team. So even more than that, keeping people around that just aren't cutting it, as I alluded to before, is not fair to the business, the team, or even them. Sure, some might truly not give a shit, but most people will slowly have their self-confidence and talents eroded away by staying somewhere where they can't contribute fully or aren't able to grow. It's not generous to keep people who won't thrive in the business. So take some time and look at your roster. Do you have an all-star team? Do you need to do some trades or let some people be free agents? Trust me, it will be uncomfortable as all get out, but you will feel a whole heck of a lot better on the other side. So to recap, if you want to have a high-performing dream team that you can trust, count on, and who will run your business without you feeling like it's all on you, it starts with your vision, then clarity, and then some really tough introspection about where you are, where you're going, and who is going to be on the bus with you. Teams make or break businesses, so let's make sure yours gets some Super Bowl rings. All right, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening in. If anything I shared sparked something in you, I'd love for you to rate and review our show, and of course, share this episode with your friends or other business owners. I'd also enjoy hearing from you, so let's connect. Tag or DM me on Instagram at It's Lauren Goldstein or LinkedIn or wherever you hang out on the interwebs. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe so you're the first to get notified when our next episode is live and ready for your ears. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time. Thank you for listening to the Biz Doctor Podcast. Now, I like to say that friends don't let friends WebMD your business. So if you're wondering what your next steps could be, here are some options for you. No matter what, head to the show notes or to my website, goldenkeypartnership.com, for some impactful resources to support you getting out from under your business. That's also where you'll find the links to learn more about our services and how we support business owners, just like you, who are ready to make the successful jump from business operator in the trenches to visionary business owner with more freedom and flexibility. All of that info is on our website, so pop on over to learn more or get in touch. goldenkeypartnership.com. Finally, if you love the Biz Doctor podcast, I'd be so grateful if you would share it with your friends and network and give us a 5-star rating or review wherever you listen to your podcast.
This is Story Studio Network.